Let's take a look at this problem. We got x squared minus 8x plus 2 is greater than 0. And here's our steps. Step 1, get everything on the left side, 0 on the right side. So everything's on the left side, 0's on the right side. Step 2 is factor the left side, set each factor equals 0 and solve. But this doesn't factor. So I have a note here that says may have to use quadratic formula. So that's what we have to do in this problem. Now remember the quadratic formula, our a is what's before x squared, which is 1. Our b is what's before x, which is negative 8. And our c is the number at the end, which is 2. Quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we're going to have negative 8 plus or minus negative 8 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 2, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. Now negative gives us a positive 8, plus or minus negative 8 squared is 64, minus 4 times 1 times 2 is 8, all over 2, which is 8 plus or minus square root of, what was that, 56, I think, over 2. Now 56, I believe, breaks down. It's 2 times 28. 28 is 2 times 14. 2, 7, there. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 7, all over 2. Now with the square root, we're looking for a pair of numbers. Here's a pair of 2's, so the pair of 2's is going to come out in front as a single 2. So that becomes 8 plus or minus 2 square root, and we're left with 2 times 7 inside, which is 14, over 2. They should call this a 3-number rule. When working with the quadratic formula, if you can divide this number, and this number by the same number, do so. And those are all divisible by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4, plus or minus 2 divided by 2 is 1, square root of 14, all over 2 divided by 2 is 1, which gives us 4 plus or minus square root of 14. And those are our critical values. Don't know much about them, but I know that 4 minus square root of 14 is less than 4 plus square root of 14. So that's how I'm going to set up my critical numbers, critical values. Clear over here is negative infinity. Clear over here is positive infinity. They split up in intervals. Now our graph is x squared, so it's a positive x squared. So I know it opens up and has to cross these critical numbers. So the only choice is it looks like this. Now we got a greater than. Greater than says answer is above the x-axis. That's above the x-axis here, and it's also above the x-axis there. So those are going to be our answers. This interval here goes from negative infinity to 4 minus square root of 14. This interval is 4 plus square root of 14 to positive infinity. Now infinities always have parentheses on them. This particular problem is a greater than. If I come over here, greater than tells us we use parentheses. So I'll put parentheses on these two also. And then we put a union symbol in between them. And that's our answer.